Hello, welcome back. Time to do the Bloopy quest. Gotta get the Green Lakes. Oh, Edgar, it is a rare honor indeed to receive heroes such as you. Pray allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kozakura, and I manage the accounts of the Shizinkai. Oh, but you must be unfamiliar with our organization. Follow me, forgive me. At present, we are largely concerned with facilitating the reconstruction and revitalization of the Enclave. Needless to say, we have our work cut out for us. It's quite fortuitous, actually, you being here. I had mind to petition your assistance. Alright, you are. It's rather difficult to converse while staring at one's feet, and you would doubtlessly benefit from an explanation. As you may know, the Enclave was once the economic and cultural center of Doma. Alas, it suffered terrible devastation at the hands of the Empire, both during and following the failed rebellion of yesteryear. That it and other ruins might stand as testament to the folly of resistance. Extensive reconstruction was forbidden by the Imperial Viceroy. Of course, that is no longer a concern. At long last, we are free to rebuild the enclave to restore the heart of our once great nation and show the world that Doma lives on. But as I said before, we have work cut out for us. We have limited funds and material resources, not to mention a lack of skilled craftsmen. What brings me back to the matter I wish to discuss with you is that our brothers and sisters in yours are the refugees that settled in Revenant's Soul. I'm given to understand that they have worked closely with the local leadership to build and maintain much of the settlement. Many known trades before they left, and those that did not doubtlessly learned that they might earn their keep. If they were to return home and aid us in the reconstruction effort, it would be a tremendous boon. Would you be willing to speak with them on our behalf? Edgar, taking an interest in Shizinkai. Oh, this seems a good time. It's as good a time as any to discuss the matter. You see Alize in the background waiting for us. I am grateful beyond measure to you in the silence of the Seventh Dawn for welcoming Agiri and my people to in their hour of need. As the benefactors of this kindness, they have made every effort to repay you and the people of Revenant's Soul. Nevertheless, we here bear a responsibility as well. Kozakura, if you would be so kind. Yes, my lord. We will send them a considerable gift as a gesture of gratitude and goodwill. However, I would like the missive to be delivered to the Adventurers Guild representative in advance. If you were to personally hand it to the man, I would be honored. Excellent. I know I could count on you, my friend. Pardon my interruption, Kozakuri. I look forward to seeing your progress. I hope we don't disappoint him. Anyway, I'll not keep you. Thank you again for the assistance and safe travels. We need to go to Revenant's Toll. Is that Edgar business concerning the Dolmens? A letter penned by Lord himself and addressed to Selfborn of Revenant's Toll. I see Lord really needn't have gone to such trouble, but I know all too well how much our Far Eastern friends worry themselves over decorum. As for the matter of the refugees' representation, I'll not lie. We've come to view them as family and will be sorry to see them go. Many of the other fellow frontier hands especially. So let us do one better. I shall appeal to their ears and comrades and invite them to accompany the Dozens on their journey. I mean Domans, not Dozens. The Domans on their journey, that they too might aid in the reconstruction of the Enclave. I expect many will jump at the opportunity. A costly thing to send so many people, to be sure, but owing to Lord Hian's generosity, we seem to have found ourselves with a surplus of funding. It's hard to imagine the Toll without the Doman refugees. They helped make it what it is today. What am I saying? This is a happy occurrence. Go and tell Hosen the news, and I'm sure he'll be overjoyed. Yeah. Where are they? Oh, very good to see you, my friend. Though not as all expected, you look as though you have something to say, do you? I know not what to say. Return to Doma. Has the day truly come at last? But hear why some of the others. This concerns them all. My word, and they are already making arrangements for our return. By the long face, Agiri, this is cause for celebration. It is I, like all of you, I have dreamt of this day since the moment we left Yanxia. But now that it has arrived, I cannot help but think of those to whom we owe so much, Softborn especially. Indeed, even if we were possible to leave this very moment, I could not until I thank the people here for everything they have done for us. I remember when we first arrived in this land and learned of its troubles. Though disappointed, I understand why no one would grant us shelter. Who were we? Why risk so much for strangers? But this place and those people were different. When all others turned us away, Revenant's Toll welcomed us with open arms. I love Doma and Lord Hien with all my heart, and want nothing more than to return and help rebuild, but I implore you, Hosen, we must first do our utmost to repay their boundless kindness. Never did I intend for us to disappear into the night like thieves and vagabonds. Everything you have said is right and true. All laborers we have undertaken will be seen to the measure of completion. That much goes without saying, I am sure. I will speak with Slafborn and ensure that we have enough days to prepare for our journey. In the meantime, I would encourage you all to prepare gifts and so forth. Very well. Very good, very good. It would not do to leave without saying proper farewells, else we would labor under a cloud of regrets. At my age, one appreciates every opportunity to put their affairs in order after all. I may not weather the journey home, much less another one to Eorzea. Given your constitution, Father, I should not be surprised if you bury us all. If you have no pressing obligations, Edgar, might I impose upon you to assist us in our final preparations? Since this is all quite sudden, many of our people may require a second opinion on farewell gifts or something else. All I ask is that you make yourself available for any such consultations. Would that be all right? Thank you, my friend. We will look for you near the northern gates. Quickly now, everyone, let us not keep Edgar waiting. before we do that, toll booty. Let's do that. Edgar May, it seems so long since Castrum Centauri. Don't you recognize me? No, I suppose you wouldn't remember everyone you rescued. And I looked quite different when we met, dressed in my uniform. I'm Rapoli. It's been quite some time since, but I served with the Crystal Braves 4th Unit until everything fell apart, that is. Everyone went their own way. Some followed Captain Elbert. Others found new work altogether. I've kept busy guarding the frontier hands here. A little too busy, in fact. I could scare a few moments to spend with my family. The transition wasn't entirely easy. I was bedridden after Castrum Centauri, and by the time I was fit for duty, the Crystal Braves just weren't anymore. In a strange way, I made injuries to thank for keeping me from the worst of it. Oh, speaking of that, you're close to the Domans, aren't you? Would you happen to know where Roka is? She's aided in my recovery, and well, it's quite embarrassing that I didn't notice until now, but there was a great misunderstanding, you see. Her earrings were bundled up in my bag. I've been trying to return them, but those children are neither seen nor heard. I can't find her, no matter how much I look. I'm sure the girl misses her earrings, but I simply don't have the time to track her down. But do you really have a spare moment to look for her in my stead? Oh, thank you, Edgar. Thank you so much. There you are. I've heard the Doman children visit the House of Splendors, though never when I'm there for some reason. But speak with Riona. Very little escapes her, even invisible children. The reason why I'm doing this quest is because this quest is required for the quest I'm currently doing. Someone brought their co-op uncle. Looking for the Doman children? They sometimes help arrange my less valuable wares. Just finished for the day, though. Come to think of it, Aura said she caught some sight of them playing nearby. Might catch them should you have the patience to wait. Everybody call this meeting the Doman Adventurers Guild to order. Old business first. Kira, we'll start with you. I've been helping Miss Alice get the ingredients she wanted. I was helping treat her adventurers. And I've been helping arrange stuff for Rowan. No, that's not right. There are just all chores. I want to go on a proper adventure. Didn't any of you find anything exciting or scary or mysterious we could explore? Did you find anything, Yozen? I'll bet you didn't. I did too. We've got a big wide world to explore, and I was looking into ways to do it. Which is more than can be said for any of you. Mr. Yozen got caught sneaking into a horsebird cart. Mr. Selfborn was yelling at him for bells after that. You're hopeless. I'm sorry, Yozen. It's just... Join you, little snitch. I told you that is a secret. But Hosen, I may have found us a quest. I overheard some people talking about they called something hidden at Camp Revenant's Toll. It might be a famous adventurer's lost treasure, or a vengeful spirit who was sealed away, or something else. No one knows for sure. Hi there, Pandora. That's perfect. We could be the first to find out what's hidden there. Now we've just got to figure out how to leave town without being caught. Mr. Edgar, what are you doing here? I was so sad when I thought I lost these earrings. I brought them all the way from Doma, you know. Thank you, Mr. Edgar. Hold on a moment. I got an important announcement. The Doma Adventurers Guild needs experience in the field of actually adventuring. No one's going to let us, though, because they think it's too dangerous. But Mr. Edgar is a good friend of the guild, and he is an incredible adventurer too. So I say we invite him to join us in this quest. Oh yes, yes, I want to go on an adventure with Mr. Edgar. And I feel much safer if he comes along with us, Yozen. Once Yozen's made up his mind, nothing can unmake it. Welcome to the guild, Mr. Edgar. Now, come on. We've got to find out what's hidden at Camp Revenant's Toll. What was that? No, that doesn't do anything to do with them. That one quest. That one is for Reaper. Are you sure this is where Revenant's Toll used to be? It doesn't look anything like a town. Not even a little. Where would we even start looking for hidden treasure? What do we do, Yozen? We won't know anything unless we poke around a bit. Spread out and see what you can find, and be careful of monsters. Amongst the refuge, you find a cloudy bottle of what appears to be wine. I do wonder what this place looked like in the base from 1.0. Nothing, and more nothing. Did you find anything? An old glass bottle filled with happens to be wine, but you cannot be certain. Even Mr. Edgar can only find this junk. Treasure's not easy to come by, I guess. But this might not be junk, Yozen. It's really old wine. Is it really old wine valuable? That's right. With wine, the older the better. Miss Flume told me so. Mr. Sulfbrun knows a lot about wine too. He spent bells and bells talking about it to some adventurer. Well, Mr. Sulfborn much wiser than he looks, isn't he? Yozen, why don't we ask him about this bottle? Maybe we shouldn't. I think he'll just be angry that we have the wine at all. But, well, he once scolded you, Mr. Edgar. Could you ask him for us? Great, we'll go back to Revenant's Toll. Tell us what you found out. if you need of me, friend. Why, much as I like to join you in a glass, I am on duty. Pray, where do you find so age a bottle? I take it you were searching for treasure at the old camp, and you came to me to learn its value. I'm afraid it has none whatsoever, but you have found the lost treasure of Revan's Toll after a fashion. Now our town is flourishing, but 'twas not always so. Not so long ago, this was an utterly savage place, marked by little but ruin and the stench of death. It was a hard life for the few who chose it, and naturally they took comfort in the bottle by night. By and by, passing adventurers would bring wine with them to join the settlers in a glass. Surprised was this wine that certain adventurers took calling it treasure for a spell. As time went on, someone mistook the name for sooth and came searching for this vaunted liquor. The first were adventurers, of course, but shopkeepers and artisans soon followed. But the monsters around here were still deadly, and the path still as treacherous. And many would come searching, paid for this misunderstanding with their lives. So the settlers came up with a new rumor. It also belonged to the dead, they said, and any man who slept on the land would have their soul torn from their body, to wander these bleak fields forever as a vengeful spirit. As you can imagine, the nonsense was enough to scare the unexperienced and drunks away, and soon the tale of treasure faded away into legend. And that, my friend, is the truth buried at Revan's Toll. Hey, wait a minute. Purveyor of prisms, what do you do? Oh, I guess this is for like 1.0 stuff where you could trade in some stuff from 1.0 and get normal prisms. At least that's what I think it is, because I don't recognize those other prisms at all. What did Mr. Slothborn say about the wine? Oh, so there never really was a treasure around Stoll. Brother, I was hoping for buried gold, or an ancient demon or something. But I guess that it wasn't so bad after all. We did get to go outside the town and explore with Mr. Edgar. Yeah, this one's gonna be a long episode. Hello, Mr. Edgar. Have you found us another quest? Oh, I was hoping, well, no matter, we Doman adventurers can find our own. Everyone go and see what the travelers are talking about. Any rumors of more treasure we can hunt, or giant demons we can slay, or whatever. We just need to find something good. Then we'll head off on another adventure with our trusty advisor in tow. Oh, you're still here. Oh, Mr. Edgar, could you tell Miss Rishi to be careful, please? She was badly hurt, and she's probably shouldn't push herself too hard. Oh, hello, Edgar. Did you ever find Roka? Oh, good. I'm glad she got her earrings back. I was like to thank her in person someday, though. She's such a sweet little thing. My daughter could learn a thing or two from her. Oh, but have you heard the news? There's been a theft, and they think children are behind it. The Adventurers Guild have even begun an official investigation. I'm not privy to the detail, but I do know the Doman younglings are under suspicion. I can't imagine they would turn to crime, though. Wouldn't you agree? It's got to be a big misunderstanding. I've half a mind to speak to Slothborn on the children's behalf, if only my words carried any weight. Grimmy, but could you look into this? You have shown yourself a steadfast friend of the Domans. I trust that you will handle it nicely. Moment, my friend, have you come to discuss more tales of treasure? You caught wind of that, eh? The Adventurers Guild is still investigating the facts, but an aged grimoire of great value was stolen from Riona's establishment. The storeroom's doors were locked at the time. We have found evidence that the window covering was removed. There's little doubt in my mind that it's how thieves entered. The opening itself is quite small, however, only someone slight of frame, like a child, could pass through it. And I have a witness who saw 4 short people loitering outside the store, as the Doman children are wont to. Though I am loath to suspect them, the children fit the profile of our suspects, and crimes often begin a small dare or games, after all. But in truth, I am more worried about the potential backlash against the Domans. They fit in well amongst the other refugees, but this offense would not reflect well upon them. Rowan is of the same mind and has agreed to keep the theft quiet. I've entrusted the investigation to my most dependable men as well. Could I ask that you aid us by speaking with the children? You seem close to them, and I fear my armed men would only frighten them away. Oh, time to play hide and seek. I just heard adventurers talking about a detective who can get to the bottom of any case. I want to meet him. Our suspects? This sounds like a case for Kohiru, an inspectress extraordinaire. Let's see if they're up here. Nope. I don't think they would be above, but just no help in checking. Mr. Edgar, does this mean you found us a quest? Well, of course we didn't steal anything. We're adventurers, not thieves. I better call the guild together and quickly. Oh, hello there. We just watched over our cart. Where they've gotten Oi, what are you looking at? Wilt Week. Are you here to report a crime adventure? No? Well, see something, do tell me. I'm here to bring enemies of peace to justice. It hasn't been hard. A heroic caught attacking is guilty. A heretic caught attacking is guilty, as are adventurers brawling while in their cups. But lately there have been a string of thefts that I can't help make heads or tails of. Perhaps criminals are growing more clever, or I'm getting older. What are these people looking at? I want to see. I'm not a criminal, and neither Yozen or Raku or Yahiru. Speaking of which, where is that last one? Are they in here? I thought I heard something interesting here, but I was wrong. They're all just so sad. Of course we didn't steal anything. Someone else is to blame. Someone else small like us. But who? We have to talk this over. But we need to find someone who is small of frame. Looks at Lalafell. Looks at Carbuncle. Looks at the many minions that we have. We're being accused of something we didn't do. Before this can go any further, we must have to tell Mr. Slothborn. Well, we can't just say we're innocent, though. We have to clear our names by finding the grimoire and learning who took it. We may be young, but we can show everyone we're proper adventurers by protecting our friends and punishing the wicked. But how do we find the real criminals? All we know is that we're 4 people about as tall as us. But that's just it. There are plenty of others smaller than us who aren't children. Ah, the Carbuncle. Lalafells. 4 of them. I might have seen them. See, I like to watch all the different people who come through here. And I've only seen one group of 4 Lalafells, and they've just got here the other day. Yozen, you remember the car Softborn caught you trying to sneak into? They're the ones who own it. I thought they were Lalafells. Now we can bring the real investigation by looking into them. Critical hit rate, I guess. Mr. Edgar, Kohiru found our suspects. They parked their car around the southeast gate. Come on, let's go investigate. But be quiet. We don't want them to know we're onto them. Yet. So you see, there are Lalafells, alright. But how do we prove there are criminals from here? It doesn't look like they've got the grimoire. Could it be hidden in their cart? The other 2 might have it as well. Or maybe we've got the wrong people. His finger's going through his glove. I think I've got an idea of how to find out, Roko. Can you play along? Excuse me. Have you heard about Rona's store? They're saying someone stole a grimoire from it. That's all news. I think they're even giving up on hunting for the criminals. It's too bad, though. I wanted that grimoire for myself. Why? Because it's got the location of the treasure? Do you want everyone to know about all the buried gold and jewels? And what about the weapons, They say they are stronger than the Empires. I spent so much time learning that the treasure in Camp Revenant stole, but I'll never find it now. Well, not without the grimoire anyway, so why not just give up while you're ahead? Did you hear that? The lad just said there's gold and silvers and weapons out around the old camp. Oh, imagine how pleased the boss will be with this. Come on, let's go. Oh my god, where do you go? Move yourself, sister. Time's a-wasting. Wait, I can't run as fast as you. That was brilliant, Yozen. If there are criminals, they'll show up at the camp with the grimoire. And if the other two are anything like that duo, we shouldn't have any trouble catching them. That's a relief. I was expecting hardened criminals, but that lot couldn't frighten a baby horse bird. And if they did, they'd probably get the shit kicked out of them by the parents. We just have to beat them to the reference tolls now. From the way they took the bait, I don't think we have much time. We better hurry. Because Chocobo are very protective of their family. Don't worry, Edgar's just only invisible. I hope they come quietly, but if they don't, you have to take care of them, Mr. Edgar. Golds, jewels, weapons, all hidden somewhere in this dump, where no one would think to look. I think I'll take it all. Garlemald lay my homeland to waste, and so I'll use the riches to rebuild, and the weapons, oh, I will use some to make the world mine. All the secrets of Eld I thought this grimoire held, the locations of a lost treasure was not one. It's just but a matter of knowing where to look. Tell us, how do we read it? Is there a cipher, or must we use some sort of incantation? That's a good question. I'll be sure to tell you as soon as I've learned the answer. What, you buffoon? Why did you not think to find out? I'm sorry, Gagorua. It didn't seem important at the time. Attack of the children! What are they doing? Go play elsewhere. Adults are working here, children. Edgar's the biggest child ever. We're not children, we're the Dominant Adventurers Guild, and we're here to arrest you for stealing the grimoire for Ronas. Oh, good. Those are the children who talked about the treasure. They'll know how to read the grimoire for sure. You two have been had. I knew something smelled fishy about this. You prized pair of pinheads. No one makes a fool of Gagorua. You hear me? No one. We shall teach those younglings a painful lesson about meddling in others' affairs. Come, summon the thing. With the... What the... Oh, that. It's not here. Why is it that? You sent it away, Gagaru. You said it would draw too much attention to us. So I'll just do the dirty work then. I think he lost his legs with that, Edgar. Hello! One of you against all three of mine, and you don't stand a moment's chance in the hells. It seems you can't count! There's 4 of me against the 3 of you. Well, there's 4. There's Edgar, Foos, Doggy, and Edgar's dance partner. "12 above. Where did those younglings find so puissant a protector?" I've got a feeling I've seen him before. Wait, quick, everyone, come here. So wonder we were outmatched. That is Edgar Magic, the hero of the Scions. You don't mean the lad who's beaten a load of primals, smashed the Imperial Ultimum weapon to bits? We can discuss his deeds and why he is with the children later. Wawatan, Bababara, Lilina. We must do as we practice. We well met, Scion. Yes, we know full well who you are, but hear me. You won't be adding us to your list of fallen foes. Are you ready, my friends? As our forefathers know us, we have a winged beast in our thralls whose strength is so great as it tears primals in twain and turn brave men to whispering wretches. Almighty Valfor, we summon you with our prayers. Descend from the heavens and vanquish our foes. Isn't there something supposed to happen? No. Damn it, they got away. Hey, there they go. Faster than they look, aren't they? That was a queer bunch, make no mistake, but they forgot one thing, the grimoire. Now that we've got the grimoire, all we need to do is show it to Master Selfbone and explain what happened. Come on, what are we waiting for? Maybe you should have Edgar give it to him. What did the Doman children have to say for themselves? And Creek's grimoire stolen from Rowan's House of Splendors. These younglings in the grammar so as I feared, and they are responsible for stealing it, yes? Gagorua? No, I can't say I'm familiar with him, but if you say he and his conspirators are to blame, then I will believe it. I will report to the guild and ensure we all are on a lookout for that gang. Well, you may consider yourselves extraordinary that you reclaimed the grimoire, and your good name say much of your bravery, younglings. Mr. Sullivan, we are not younglings. We are the Doman Adventurers Guild. All the world will soon know our name, and one day we'll even be more famous than Mr. Edgar. More famous than Edgar, eh? Well, I look forward to seeing that. Well, as one adventurer to another, let me say, well done. You outfitted yourselves with honors today, my friends. What brave women they are becoming, eh? But they are still in the bloom of youth, growing yet not fully grown. They need a gentle hand to guide them and a strong arm to protect them. Pray, friend, be that for them. And now we can do the main story, the quest that we were doing. Assistant gentlemen for Jews when they're found preparations will take several minutes. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. So kind of you to spare the time to help us with something so trivial. No doubt you have many other important matters to attend to. Anything I wanted to ask you your opinion on a gift I wish to give a dear friend of mine before leaving Isildur. You remember Isildur, do you not? Elaine's grandfather. Older than me, the two of them were still going on grand adventures before they joined the Scions. Oh, how I envy his vigor. Though we have done a little more than drink tea and speak of our children, I have cherished his company. I will miss him dearly. Alas, in recent days, his body has begun to get the better of him, so I was thinking of giving him something for his health. Do you have any suggestions? I thought so too, but I'm glad to see you agree. I swear not a day goes by without him complaining about his back. It is a great comfort knowing that the Scions are well aware of their comrades' conditions. It shows how much you cared for one another. Now then, I must procure the ingredients for my home remedy. My thanks to you. He departs in high spirits, satisfied with your suggestion. My friend, if you could spare a moment of your time, the toll is home to many interests to which we owe our great deal. But there is one in particular to which we should definitely pay respects: Rowan's House of Splendors. The house has been an invaluable source of goods and services in both professional and personal matters. I am sure you two can say the same. And so I thought to bid farewell to the one respective with whom I have worked most closely, if you would look to the corner by the gates. I speak of the raven-haired beauty by the gate. Of all Rowan's girls, she's been very helpful. There's a problem, however, I cannot for the life of me remember her name. They're all so similar, perhaps it is my domineer. But you know her name, surely. Please tell me what I might have a proper conversation with her before I return to my homeland. To be perfectly honest, I'm just going to choose the top one. That's it. I remember as soon as you said it. I know I was right to ask you. They say you are perhaps the house's most valued customer. Edgar has not shopped there once. And where I had best go and speak with her before I forget again. I just knew it wasn't the bottom three because I was staring at them earlier. Because they're to the left of Edgar. Hey, look! It's the, It's the four of them! Again, in the background. Edgar, have you seen a carbuncle roaming around? Yes! Over the course of my time here around his soul, I've come to know many adventurers, including an arcanist with a somewhat disobedient companion. It seems every day her carbuncle wanders off on its own, you see, and today it's no exception. For the mercy, it will respond to its name more earnestly when called by someone other than its owner, strangely enough. The problem is I cannot seem to recall what it is. Some sort of gemstone, I think. Considering all of them have ruby on their forehead, well, technically it's garnet. I think it's technically supposed to be garnet, but it's ruby in this. Also, obsidian's not a gemstone. At least I don't think it's a gemstone. Ruby, oh, how could I forget? She named it for the red jewel in its forehead. Thank you for your help, Edgar. I will join her in the search right away. Departs in high spirits, begins calling out for Ruby at once. Sure enough, the errant carbuncle soon appears. Yeah, they're just still in the background. How fortunate we are still here. My father told me how you helped him and was hoping you might do the same for me. Yeah. I seek your wisdom concerning Softbond of the Adventurers Guild, who helped seek us a place here wherever it's told. Thanks to him, we were able to work side by side with the frontier hands to build these walls and lay these cobblestones. We were given food and shelter, it is true, but more importantly, we were given purpose. We have, of course, already expressed our gratitude to him many times before. I myself presented Softbond with a Doman dagger, which I am told he treasures. But now that we must part ways, I feel as though we must make our final grand gesture, a more elaborate, expansive gift. Perhaps, or, well, what do you think? Really? We should be glad to maintain our relationship with Softbond and the Toll, but do you truly believe that in itself is enough? Perhaps you have the right of it, concerning the lengths he has gone to ease our burden. Spending exorbitant sums on farewell gifts may only frustrate him. Besides, whatever we purchase would come from the Azorian market. Better to wait until we have returned to our homeland that we might send them something more Doman. Dried persimmons from my village, perhaps. As far as he considers the possibilities, clearly satisfied with your suggestion. How go your efforts, brothers and sisters? By all accounts, it comes not to have gone any better, and we owe it all to you, my friend. We are forever in your debt. Oh, then you were going to meet with Softbone one last time, were you not? We were hoping you would allow us to accompany you. If so, please let us know, and you do. That said, perhaps we should speak with Softbone sooner than later. I cannot think of any reason to delay. Edgar, I know I have imposed upon you enough, but might I ask you to accompany me as well? Give him the green. Inventory. I think if you I just realized that we have max potions still. We don't need those anymore. There. We should pay our respects to Softborn while we and the others have time to spare. Would you not agree? In that case, I ask that you go ahead and wait for us with Softborn. I will require a moment to gather the others. But I do not expect it will take long. Oh, so it was the first three that was over there, and then the bottom two were the two that was over there. Lorena and Papana. Judging from the way I've seen the Dolmens running about, I gather they're busy with preparations for their long voyage. It is as you say, Master Softborn. The day many of us thought would never come has arrived, and now we make ready to return to our homeland. Let me assure you, however, that we have no intention of abandoning our responsibilities. My people have either completed their labors or ensured that others may easily do so in their stead. Earnest as ever, I'm grateful, truly, but you needn't have gone to such trouble. Reverend Stoll, gods, when I think back to what this place once was, how it's changed, and what it's become. I can't imagine it without you lot here. You made this possible. You made this place what it is, same as we did. None would dare say different. Tragedy drove you from your lands and delivered you onto our shores, but from that tragedy came a new beginning, a hope that we shared with every soul that passes through our gates. And that, my friends, is more precious than any riches. I pray you carry it with you to Doma, and that it grant you strength when you have need of it. We will, Master Slafborn. I swear to you, we will never forget this blessed place. You gave us the opportunity to work with the frontier hands to build Revenant's Toll. All the skills and expertise we gained, we will put to good use in rebuilding the Enclave. And then, when we have finished, I pray you will come and visit. We would be honored to receive you and any other man or woman of Revenant's Toll. Let this not be an ending, but another new beginning. The beginning of a lasting relationship between our two homes. That is my dream for the future of our people. As we build these walls stone by stone, may we build it together. Well said, well said. Damn it, if we keep on like this, I'll be liable to start bawling. So let us move things along. I hope you won't mind another parting gift. The lost treasure of Revenant's Toll, courtesy of your younglings, the foreman, is expecting you. The most surprising but welcoming gift. We shall endeavor not to drink it all at once. We will collect the bottles and return to our prayers at once. Thank you, Master Slothborn. And thank you, Edgar, for everything. Before you go, I have a favor to ask. Well, Flynn, actually. She wants you to bring Yozen and his friends to her up to Rowan's cafe. The wine for the adults, you see, she's got something else for the children. I doubt it'll take too long for you to find him. You have a knack for this sort of thing, after all. My thanks to you. Plus, Edgar has a magic map! Oh, hi there. Hey there, Mr. Edgar. You're not here to say goodbye, are you? It's not fair. Why do they get to decide it's time to go back? I mean, I miss Doma too, but they should have asked us first. Miss Levelin wants us to come up to the cafe. Whatever she thinks we did, Oh, it's not like that. Well, alright then. With me, guildmates, Miss Levelin needs us, you too, Mr. Edgar. Wait a minute, today's Thursday, right? Yep, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to take my medicine. A tad late, but eh. You came. I've been waiting for you, waiting you all for so long. All the members of Adventurers are approved for duty, so what's the adventure? Monster hunting, Garlean gold? Oh, nothing so dramatic. Rather, I wanted to give you all a reward. Reward, really? Reward for your many deeds and service to Revenant Toll. When the Frontier's hands needed a helping hand, you were there. When there were no one else to look after the younger children, you were there. And through it all, each and every one of you carried out your duties with a smile. That is why you are more than brave adventurers. You are heroes to the people of the Toll. Heroes deserving of a very special reward that just happens to be right over there. Treasure! Oh, look at these. Now they have matching hats. Look, Edgar, she got us matching hats. We make them the official uniform of the Dome Adventurers Guild. Everyone must wear a hat! They suit you, little ones. Wear them with pride. Ah! We finally get to see the two of them. Mr. Boulder and Mr. Kultnitz. I thought you were away on important Scion business. Recently returned, and it is a good thing we did. We heard of your impending journey and hoped to see you before you left. Yeah, I haven't seen you all expansion. We are both very happy that you may finally return to your homeland. They have great need of stalwart adventurers like you lot there. But I didn't want to say goodbye. Then don't. There's no need to. You're adventurers, are you not? Adventurers never stay in one place, for it is not who we are. We walk paths all our own, never truly beholden to any one nation or creed. So don't say goodbye, because we may, nay, we will meet again. You'll see, we'll become the most famous adventurers in Yangtze, and then we'll return to Azoria and become famous here too. Everyone may know the Scions of the 7th Dawn and the Warrior of Light, but just you wait, years from now they'll be talking about the Dome and Adventurers Guild. I'm looking forward to it. Grow strong, grow famous, leave the tales, little one. We must get going, but thank you again for making the arrangements. Take care. Right, we mustn't neglect our training. Find the heaviest crates and carry them to the host bird carriage. Mr. Edgar, Miss Levelin, thank you for the caps. We'll take good care of them. Back to being invisible. The children are delighted with their new hats. Miss Levelin could not have chosen a better gift. Preparations are proceeding apace, Laughborn, and the guild has finalized arrangements for the ship. So once we have finished there, we need only make our way south. How many times have I thanked you, I wonder? Not enough, that much I know. Thank you, Edgar, from the bottom of my heart. You are and ever shall be a true friend to Doma and her people. I expect you will find yourself in the enclave before us. If so, I pray you tell Kozakuya that we shall join her soon. Wait a minute, that was the wrong one. That's the right one. Edgar, you are returned from Eorzea. They are homeward bound then. It comes as a relief to hear that there were no complications. Thank you for facilitating their return. I shall inform Lord Hien at the first opportunity. We have a mountain of work ahead of us, but with their help, I am confident we can see it through, and I hope I can count on your assistance in the future as well. Edgar, come be praised. I was hoping you might pay us a visit. It is, as ever, an honor. At least he didn't do what my character did. Since my character, I have him as the smallest and a male Aru can be, he put his hand in the candle. Ah, let me soothe you by putting my hand in the flame. Once again, I must thank you for helping our brothers and sisters secure passage back home. With so many skilled craftsmen soon to be at our disposal, we are of the Shazenkai are ready to proceed to the next stage of our plan to rebuild the Enclave. It brings me to a rather delicate matter. Perhaps you will find this shameless, but circumstances being what they are, I see no other way. Reconstruction and revitalization of the Enclave cannot hope to succeed without the contributions of wealthy individuals such as yourself. I understand if you wish to refuse outright, but I beg of you, please listen to our proposal in full before you say something. Thank you, Edgar. I shall endeavor to be brief. Or to begin. Oh, of course, it is important that you understand the state of the Enclave at present. I am sure you recall how everything was when you first arrived. Rubble in the streets, and buildings in ruin, and so forth. While we had made some superficial progress since the castle fell and Doma was liberated, the scars of the occupation are far from healed. Since Antiquity, the kingdom of Doma has prospered from the gifts of the One River. The success of our architecture industry is tied to our position here. Alas, in our struggle against the Garleans over the decades, much of what was built over centuries was lost. Fertile farmland that once yielded produce for export was despoiled, and what little remained could barely feed our people. Our foreign rulers did not hesitate to impose their will on local industry as well. Not only were we forced to purchase goods from imperial concerns, regardless of quality or cost, but our merchants were also forced to sell their wares to Garleans at a loss, assuming they received compensation at all. While those dark days are behind us, many of our former trading partners are reluctant to engage us in trade agreements for fear of the Empire's wrath. And so, for the most part, we must continue to fend for ourselves and craft what tools and so forth we require. Or so we would, had we the facilities. Forgive me, it's not so dire as it may sound. Our problems may be many, but we are all wholly committed to the challenge before us. We are not unlike the Shozinso, a hardy herb that can thrive in even the most inhospitable conditions. I took inspiration from its strength and stubbornness, which decided upon a name of our organization, in fact. So no matter the struggle, no matter the cost, the Shinsaki will do everything in its power to overcome every hurdle and rebuild this home of ours. Please excuse my sudden fit of passion. It was most unbecoming anyway. I have spoken of the general site of the Enclave. Let us discuss more specific concerns. Though, having said that, it would be simpler if you were to see things with your own eyes. Please head to the work site north of the Aetherite and speak with Mitsuba. I shall join you shortly. Oh, the music didn't play. There it goes. Oh well, you're Edgar Magic, aren't you? In need of a hot meal? Actually, he is here at my behest. I thought it would be best if a potential patron saw our efforts firsthand. If you would be so kind as to explain to him what you do. Oh, fostering the burden onto me, are we? Very well, if you insist. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Mitsuba. Once upon a time, I owned and operated the largest tavern in the Enclave. I had a hand in everything from balancing the ledgers to stirring the cookpots. Owing to my expertise, I've been asked to oversee the work here in the 10,000 stalls. I don't think there's enough room for 10,000. This was the exact same look I gave Kotsukura when she showed me this place. 10,000 stalls, by the coming, there's not even 10. But mark me, there will be when we're through. This place will have on offer every imaginable cuisine. Just thinking about it is enough to set my heart racing and my mouth watering. As I explained earlier, however, trade, or lack thereof, is a major problem at present. We simply aren't getting enough shipments or consumables from outside Yangshui, and so other people are forced to eat the same simple fare every day after day. However, once our negotiations with foreign concerns bear fruit, we shall be able to exchange whatever surplus we produce with a wider variety of ingredients, bringing us closer to realizing Vespucci's vision. I got done petting Pandora and tried to get the hair off the end of my fingertips, and I accidentally brushed up against her face with one of my fingers, and so she just decided to attack my hand. This may seem like a silly goal to strive for, but by improving the quality of life for our people in a clear, understandable manner, we can motivate them to work harder and tackle more difficult tasks. Doma will not be rebuilt in this fortnight, and will need every victory, however small. We have a bloody long road ahead of us. We need only take it one step at a time. Whatever helps you can contribute in the cause would be welcome. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, Mitsuba. We should head back to the Shinosanaki and continue our conversation there so as not to get in the way of their work. There is not too much left to explain, but if you would indulge me a little longer, I would be grateful. The 10,000 stalls are but one example of what we hope to build here in the Enclave. Alas, it will take much time and effort, and it will also take tremendous resources that I pray you will be willing to contribute. Raw materials, foodstuff, linen, medicine, all this and more would be of use. Anything and everything you can afford to part with would be welcome. Furthermore, as a token of our appreciation, we will provide a small grudgingly relative to the value of the items you relinquish. You need only place these items in the donation basket to my left, and I will calculate the gratuity and pay you immediately. You may now use the donation basket to distribute unneeded items to the Sasaki-kai. The items will be used to supply and finance the reconstruction of the Doman Enclave. Further details can be heard by speaking with Kizukura. Okay, so now, from now on, after quests and stuff, like in between episodes where we have like stuff in our inventory to sell, I will come here and do this. Thank you so much for your contribution. We pray you will favor us with your generosity in the future as well. Basically, we have a total set that we could donate, which is 20k, and they do pay us more for what we give them. This is what I do for my other character when I'm in the need for cash, because I do have a little nest egg of very valuable things that I could give here. That's like 20k or 40k. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've had to use them. But yeah, from now on, in between episodes, if I have stuff I need to sell, I'll be coming here to sell it. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you all in the next.